Hey, can you take tomorrow off and grab a copy of my lease or utility bill or whatever? I just don't feel like dealing with it. And while you're there, can you pick up a chocolate mousse from the bakery near the courthouse? I've been super stressed lately and I need something sweet.
Excuse me?
Oh, and pick up my suit from the dry cleaner on your way back.
There's more?
If it's even 1 day late, they charge extra. I'm counting on you. Also, I'm hitting the gym in the morning and then taking a nap, so don't call me. Anyway, thanks. This kind of stuff's your job, right? I mean, you're our housewife.
Wait, why are you talking to me like I work for you? I've got work tomorrow too, you know. I have a meeting first thing in the morning.
So, it's just part-time, right? It's not like you're full-time. You can shuffle things around a little.
It's not a little. I've got important stuff going on too. And seriously, it's your errand. Do it yourself.
Why? My time's valuable. Yours isn't. So obviously, you should handle it.
That kind of thinking is seriously messed up. You need to stop acting like other people's time doesn't matter.
No. It's just common sense that a wife supports her husband. If you can't even take care of stuff for me, what's the point of being married?
Oh yeah? And what about my life? Anytime I ask you for something, you say it's too much trouble.
Well, that's because I'm busy. You should handle your own stuff. That's your side of things.
Wait, did you just say I should handle my own stuff? So your lease paperwork and dry cleaning, aren't those your errands?
Look, don't you think this is about dividing responsibilities? You handle the home, I handle the money. That's the balance.
If you want to bring up income, then maybe we should talk about who pays what. Managing the whole household budget isn't exactly easy, you know.
You've been talking back a lot lately, huh? You used to be way more chill. Honestly, you're kinda annoying now.
Chill as in obedient? That's not the same thing.
But forget it. Talking to you just pisses me off. Anyway, I already told you to grab the lease paperwork and the chocolate mousse. If you don't do it, you're the one who's going to regret it, not me.
Oh, really? Do you want to explain exactly how I'd regret it? Also, figure it out yourself tomorrow. I'm not your servant. My name's Valentina Moore. My friends and viewers usually call me Val. I live with my husband Michael, just the two of us. And well, with how things have been, I do sometimes think I'd like to have kids, but I just can't bring myself to take that step. To make things worse, Michael's always been kind of careless with money. At first, I figured I could make up for that if I stayed on top of things, but then he went and cheated on me.
Valentina, I called you. Why didn't you pick up? I really want to talk this out. Come on, just hear me out for a second. This time I swear you've got it all wrong. It really sucks being judged just by how things look. She's just someone I know, like a friend of a coworker. It's not like that at all between us. We barely even met in person, seriously.
It doesn't matter what you say. At this point, it all just sounds like excuses. I saw the photo. You get that facts hit harder than words, right?
No, I swear it's not an excuse. It was seriously just a random thing. They said it was a barbecue, so I just went without thinking. I had no idea it'd be taken the wrong way like that. Honestly, I'm still kinda shocked. She just happened to be good at grilling, and we were vibing. Then someone else snapped a pic while we were laughing, and they went and posted it without asking. I didn't upload it or anything, okay? Plus, I'd had a few drinks, so I wasn't totally clear-headed. I didn't mean anything by it. It was just a caught-in-the-moment thing. Yeah, I admit it was careless.
Careless doesn't even begin to cover it. Taking a photo like that, smiling with a girl when you're married? How's that ever okay? Being drunk doesn't make it fine. And that photo I saw, you two were way too close. All smiles. You're seriously saying that meant nothing? You think anyone else would buy that?
Okay, yeah, I get how it might look bad, but I'm telling you, nothing happened. We were just goofing around for the photo, that's all. It was just for Instagram. You think I'd blow up our whole marriage over some dumb moment like that? You know I'd fall apart without you.
You say that, but it's kind of hard to believe you right now. And don't forget, trust comes from your actions, not just your words.
No, come on. I really do try, you know? Okay, I'm not perfect. And yeah, I leave most of the house stuff to you. But I do care about our home, in my own way. And look, I've never been good with money. Back when I was drowning in debt, I completely freaked out. I had no idea what to do. But you made a plan and walked me through it. You kept me grounded. Honestly, I'm super grateful for that time. If you hadn't helped me back then, I'd probably still be buried in debt and totally wrecked. That's why I can say this. I'll never forget what you did for me. I really mean it. You saved me. I'd never do anything to betray that.
Still, even if you were drunk, no one gets that close just by accident. And smiling with your arm around her, that didn't look like just friends. Seeing that picture on social media, it honestly crushed me. It hurt watching you look so happy without someone else behind my back.
I'm telling you, it was really just the vibe at the time. It kinda just happened in the moment. There wasn't any deeper meaning at all, not even a little. Honestly, I let my guard down. Everyone was hyped and it turned into one of those, hey, let's take a picture things. It all just happened in the flow. I don't even really remember it that well. I didn't think the photo would come off that way. When I saw it later, even I panicked. And I didn't post it. She did. She uploaded it without even asking. So yeah, I'll tell her to take it down. I was just as surprised. I'll text her now and get it deleted.
I see. So you can tell her to delete it, which means you've got her contact info, huh? Most people wouldn't be able to reach someone that easily.
Well, that's... After the barbecue, someone made a WhatsApp group, so technically we're all connected through that. But I've never texted her personally or anything, okay?
I only said you have her contact information. Why are you freaking out so much? People only get that defensive when they've got something to hide. If you really didn't do anything wrong, why not just stay calm? You freaking out and denying it like that makes it way more suspicious.
No, seriously. I swear there's nothing shady going on. I was drunk. I don't even remember half of it, and I definitely wasn't trying to do anything sketchy.
But that night, you came home super late and barely even replied to my messages. Now that I think about it, that's just way too weird, don't you think?
That night, I really just drank way too much. I had to sit down at the station a few times to rest. I felt like I was going to puke and I barely had enough for a cab. But I swear I didn't do anything shady. I mean it. I can honestly swear to God that nothing happened.
Okay, so Amy is her name, right? Did you see the comments on her post? When someone asked, isn't he married? She replied, don't care, he's mine now anyway. So what's your explanation for that? That doesn't exactly sound like someone who thinks you're just a friend. Are you really going to brush it off like she just imagined the whole thing?
I'm sorry. I really screwed up. I got caught up in the moment. I think I just got carried away. It was a lapse in judgment.
So you're admitting you cheated. Stop dodging it. I'm trying to have a real conversation here.
I'll never do it again, I swear. Please, let this one time slide. I swear right now I'll never cheat again. I mean it, I'm seriously sorry. I messed up bad. I know saying sorry isn't enough, but can you please forgive me? She totally got the wrong idea about us and ran with it. That's all it was.
Then let me ask you this. Can you honestly say you never intended to cheat? That you didn't once think about getting closer to her, or even slightly feel like betraying me? Because from the way she posted, it doesn't exactly sound like a one-sided misunderstanding. Are you saying all of that was just her misreading things?
I swear, I never had any feelings for her. I don't even remember having any deep conversations with her. It was just a moment thing, like, we got a little too close because of the vibe. I didn't mean anything by it. You know how I am. I'm a mess. Totally disorganized. No sense of planning, right? And you're the one who held it all together. You helped me rebuild my life. No one else. Just you, Valentina. If you hadn't been there, I don't even want to think about where I'd be right now. That's why I'm seriously sorry about this. I'll never make the same mistake again. So please, just stay with me, Valentina. If anyone else tried to help me now, I'd screw it all up again. It has to be you.
I get that you've always been kind of unstable and I've put up with a lot, but even I have limits. So can you swear, without a doubt, that you'll never betray me again?
I swear. Seriously. I'll never look at anyone else ever again. This whole thing just made me realize how much you mean to me. You're it. You're the only one. Saying I love you is easy, but I'm going to prove it with how I act from now on. I'm not asking you to believe me right away, but I'll change. I'll earn that trust.
Do you really mean it though? Like, from the bottom of your heart? Because if something like this happens again, and I have to feel this way all over again, then what's the point?
If you still can't trust me after all this, then yeah, I get that this could be the end of us. That's exactly why I'll never betray you again.
If you're going to say it that strongly, then I'll face it too. But there won't be a next time.
Okay, then let's just call this conversation done for now. I'm serious. I'm going to make this right.
And don't get the wrong idea. I'm only giving you a chance right now. That doesn't mean I've forgiven you completely. You get that, right? I'm going to watch how you act from here on out, and that's what I'll base my decision on. If anything even seems off along the way, I won't go easy on you. If you're okay with that, then we can move forward. But seriously, don't forget, this is a grace period. Your last chance.
I know. Really. Thanks. Just the fact that you're even trying to trust me again means everything to me. Honestly, Amy was seriously pushy. Even after I told her I was with you, she wouldn't back off. I turned her down more than once, but she kept coming on strong. I was honestly kind of overwhelmed. It was a hassle. I never made a move. I never tried to get close with any bad intentions. So yeah, I get why it looked bad. But I hope you believe me when I say I never meant any harm.
I see.
But it's over now. I'm cutting ties with her, and I'm going to make sure nothing like this ever happens again. I've decided. I'm never doing anything that'll make you worry again. From now on, I want to focus on the time I spend with you, Valentina.
All right. I believe you. For now. But, like I said, there won't be a next time. If there is, we're done.
Of course. I swear I'll never cheat again.
Okay. When I told my friends about all this, they said I was being way too soft on him. But since it was the first time he ever cheated, I decided to give him a chance. And yeah. I've always been the one doing most of the giving, but every now and then, Michael would show a little kindness, and that was enough to make me happy. But then, when my mom got seriously ill and I got busy taking care of her, even that kindness disappeared.
Valentina, I need to ask you something.
What?
You're hiding something from me, aren't you?
Huh? What are you talking about?
Well, come on, did you seriously quit your job at the pharmacy? I had no idea. You never said anything. Why would you make a huge decision like that without even talking to me? We're married. You could have at least given me a heads up.
Yeah, I should have talked to you first, so I get that, but I did have a good reason. It's not like I quit on a whim or anything.
Okay, but your paycheck was still a big part of our household budget, you know? That throws off everything. Our balance, our savings plan, all of it. Normally stuff like that gets discussed beforehand, right? You just shut me out completely and honestly. That kind of pisses me off. Sure, maybe we can scrape by on just my salary, but that means no real savings. And that limits our future options big time. Like, remember when we talked about buying a house someday? And what about saving up for when we have kids? Are you saying quitting your job was so urgent that it had to come before all of that?
Yeah. Lately things with my mom have gotten really unpredictable, and I just couldn't keep up, mentally or physically. It's not like I ever planned to quit for good. I just thought stepping away for now would make things easier for everyone. And honestly, it wasn't just about taking care of my mom. They started cutting staff at the store and were asking if anyone wanted to leave, so it felt like the right moment. And part of me did want to keep working a little longer, but the timing actually wasn't bad. I don't regret it, and I know I didn't make the decision lightly.
Still, hearing all that kind of makes me think, so couldn't you have stayed? Wasn't there another option, like shorter shifts or something?
I get why you think that, but if my hours kept changing, I wouldn't be able to drop everything if my mom needed me. And that would have put a burden on my coworkers too, right? Plus, I really didn't want to keep leaving in the middle shifts or taking days off all the time. I've always tried to be responsible at work, and quitting properly felt like the right thing to do. With my mom's condition being so unstable right now, this felt like the best way to avoid causing problems for either side. So I decided to fully step away from the job for now. But I'm not planning on being unemployed forever. Once things settle down with my mom, I'll start looking for work again.
Oh, right. You've got a pharmacist license, don't you? Man, people like you are just built different in times like this. You can find a new job fast and bounce back without much trouble, right? Honestly, I'm kinda jealous. For someone like me with no certifications or skills, just having options feels like the game's already rigged. People always say it's all about effort, but when you start from totally different places, it's hard to even feel like running the race. Wait, is this whole quitting your job thing your way of throwing shade at me? Like, I can afford to quit cause I'm competent, but you? Not so much. Is that the vibe you're putting out?
Hold on. That's totally in your head. All I did was explain my situation. I never once tried to talk down to you.
Yeah, but realistically, your mom's condition isn't stable yet, right? So that means I might end up supporting the household by myself for who knows how long.
Of course I've thought about that. The doctor said this is the toughest stretch, and after that, it should calm down a bit. So yeah, the next month or two will be rough, but after that, I'm planning to start working again. You know, I'm not the type to just sit at home doing nothing forever. I'm already figuring out what to do next.
But if it's just a month or two, couldn't you have just cut back your shifts instead of quitting completely?
Yeah, I could have stayed. But the staff was already stretched, super thin, and it was getting harder to take time off. So if something urgent came up, it would have ended up putting pressure on everyone. I figured stepping away for a while would cause less trouble in the long run. And if I pushed myself too hard and got sick, that'd defeat the whole purpose, right?
Okay, but is there even a guarantee your mom's going to get better? What if this turns into your whole life? Nursing and caregiving 24/7? Then what? Everything we planned goes out the window. Buying a house? Just a pipe dream. Having kids? We wouldn't even have the bandwidth to think about it. Look, I don't want to live like this forever. I want us to keep moving forward, even just a little. But with everything going on, it feels like we've hit the brakes hard.
I feel the same way. But there's a difference between pausing and giving up. Once she's out of the hospital, we can use in-home care services and other support programs. I'm not planning to take it all on by myself.
Then why didn't you just use those from the start? You could have paid for the care with your paycheck, right? A few visits a week should have been enough. Did this really need to turn into such a huge deal? Why did you even have to quit?
I've said this already. Just for this tough stretch while my mom's condition is bad, I want to be there for her. I need to be in a position where I can rush over at any time. And it just so happened that my workplace was offering early retirement packages, so I took them up on it.
Oh, I see. Well, got it.
Do you actually get it?
Yeah, I get that talking to you is pointless. You're totally useless now. I'm done. You used to be a dependable wife, but now I see that's not the case anymore.
What do you mean, not the case?
I mean, I can't do this marriage with you anymore. You chose your mom over me. That's what this is.
I never said that.
If your mom's funeral were in 2 months, that'd be easy to deal with. But you're saying she might get discharged and need care after that, right? Don't drag me into all that. I'm not doing it.
Wow. I've been quiet and letting you talk, and this is what you say? Seriously?
You're calling me awful? No one told me it was going to turn into this mess. I married you because you took care of me, that's why. If I'd known it'd be like this, there's no point in being married to you. Too much hassle, so I'm not coming back to our place tonight. I'm staying over at Amy's.
Wait, I thought you broke things off with her. After all that apologizing, you were still seeing your affair partner?
Of course. What, are you stupid? You always forgive me when I say sorry. Why would I dump her? That'd be a waste.
You're disgusting. Then don't bother coming back ever. We're getting divorced.
Great. Saves me the trouble of having to say it first. I'll come grab my stuff later, so just leave it where it is. See ya.
The week after that last message, the divorce was finalized. And honestly, I felt relieved. I did beat myself up a bit for giving him that one chance in the first place, but in the end, we got divorced. So I'll take it as a win. Later on, my mom was able to leave the hospital, though she went in and out several times over the next few years. When her time finally came, she passed peacefully. Turns out my mom had inherited a pretty sizable estate, thanks to my grandfather on her side being well off, and somehow Michael caught wind of that, then shamelessly sent me a message trying to get back together.
Thought I'd hit you up after forever. Kinda surprised you didn't block me. I really wanted to talk to you, Valentina. It's been a while, huh? Can't remember the last time we talked. You doing okay? Me? Being through a lot, but things have finally settled down. Actually, I've got some good news. Wanted to reach out with something positive. I think you'll be happy to hear it. No joke.
Excuse me? The second I saw a message from you, I braced myself, not for good news, but for whatever mess you were about to drag me into. And honestly, I can already guess what this is about.
Oh, come on, no need to be so on edge. You've always been way too tense about everything. Just relax a little. Anyway, here's what I really wanted to say. How about we give us another shot? I mean, don't you think we deserve a second chance? Be real. You haven't completely forgotten about me, have you? Deep down, I bet you still care about me, at least a little. That's why I figured. Maybe now's the perfect time to hit reset on our relationship. I'm being serious about this. Oh, and yeah, I heard you inherited $600,000. Not going to lie, that caught me off guard, but hey, with that kind of money, we could go back to living comfortably like before. We actually made a pretty good team, didn't we?
Unbelievable. All you're talking about is money, but that was never the root of our problems, was it? Showing up just because you smell cash? Oh, that's low, even for you. And by the way, your priorities are all messed up.
What's with that attitude? It's not like I meant anything bad by it. Timing and confidence. That's what matters in moments like this. Besides, it's been 4 years, right? Let's be real. Stuff like emotional damages probably expired by now. No need to dig all that up again.
Are you serious? Wow, you really don't get it at all. The statute of limitations only applies if no claim was ever filed. I did file a claim, formally. That issue was settled a long time ago. You were properly notified and everything was handled legally. We agreed on a payment plan, monthly installments. So the unpaid balance doesn't just disappear because you say time's up. This isn't about something expiring. You still owe me that money.
What's going on? Come on, it's me. Don't be so cold.
This isn't me being cold. This is just how things should be. The last time you paid anything on that settlement, that was a year ago. I was busy taking care of my mom and didn't have time to chase you down, but now I'm telling you, pay up. If you really wanted to talk about getting back together, you'd at least need to handle that first.
So if I pay it, will you take me back?
No, but if we were even going to have that conversation, it'd have to start after you paid what you owe. That's just basic respect.
Alright, hang on. I'll wire it to you right now. Let me show you I'm serious, okay? See? You get how serious I am now, right? I'm not messing around. This is real. This proves I'm coming to you with genuine intentions. I know $200 isn't enough, but consider it a small payment toward what I still owe.
Cool. Now, the time limit just got extended another 3 years.
What?
If you stop paying the settlement, the statute of limitations kicks in after 3 years from the last payment. So now that you've paid again, the clock just reset. You've got another 3 years. Make sure you keep up with the rest.
You tricked me?
I didn't trick you. You're the one who made the payment.
Oh, whatever. But this means we're getting back together now, right?
No, not happening. Not in a million years.
Wait, what? You actually mentioned that if we were gonna discuss getting back together, I had to cover at least part of the unpaid settlement, right?
Yeah, I said if we were going to have that conversation. And right after that, I clearly said I'm not getting back together with you. Scroll back and read the messages again.
Come on, don't act all tough. That's kinda cute. You know, the more you give to someone, the more attached you get. That's how love works. Think about how much I did for you. I know you still have feelings for me. You couldn't just leave me hanging like this.
Actually, I'm remarried. I have a husband now.
What?
The day I found out you not only treated my mom like a burden, but also kept cheating on me behind my back, that's the day I finally woke up. My friends, the ones who stood by me during the hardest time of my life, introduced me to someone honest and wonderful, and I married him last year. He stood by me through my mom's illness. There is no way I'd ever get back together with you. Remember that.
No way. You're lying, right? You have to be.
I have absolutely no reason to lie, so let me make this crystal clear. I'm going to start the formal process to collect the unpaid settlement. Up until now, I let it slide because I had other priorities in my life, but things are different now. I finally have the time and energy to deal with it properly, and after being ignored and lied to so many times, this is way past the point of handling things privately. It's clear to me now that this has to go through the proper channels. I've officially hired an attorney. The paperwork's already done, and the unpaid amount is exactly $30,000. You can't run from this. Make sure you handle it.
Wait a second. You can't just spring something like this on me out of nowhere. A lawyer? Don't you think that's a bit extreme?
Extreme? No. If anything, I've been way too lenient. I kept trying to believe in you. I waited. And in all that time, did anything change? No. Not a single thing. That's why I'm changing how I deal with this. No more personal sympathy. I don't care what happened in the past or what kind of situation you're in now. From here on out, it's about handling things fairly, by the law.
Alright, I get it. I messed up really bad. I've been thinking about everything that happened and I'll start paying what I owe. Please, just don't get a lawyer involved. Yeah, I was cocky before, but I'm not that guy anymore. I've had a harsh dose of reality and I'm trying to change. Might be too late, but I mean it. I'm serious now. I'll pay monthly on time. No more delays. I'll handle it with integrity. Please, I'm begging you. Don't go through with a lawyer. I'm barely scraping by. I don't even know where to start anymore. Just give me a little time, okay? Even Amy walked out on me. I've got no one else left. Please, give me one more chance to get my life back on track.
You do realize this is all your own doing, right? You finally understand that there's no one left to blame. I've got no reason to throw you a lifeline.
Yeah, but who am I even supposed to turn to now?
The fact that you have no one left to turn to, that's the result of all the people you cut off. Maybe now you can finally start to realize how many people you hurt and used along the way. No matter how many times you apologize now, broken trust doesn't magically come back. The only way to rebuild it is through action, not words. If there's even a shred of sincerity left in you, then stop running and take responsibility. That's all I'm asking for. I'm not going to pity you, and I'm done making excuses for you. Facing what you've done is the only option you've got left. This time, prove your so-called regret with your actions. Because if you don't, then I already know exactly what I need to do.
No way.
In the end, the rest of Michael's settlement was paid in full by his parents. Apparently, they told him, "Don't ever contact us again," and practically spat the words at him. He's already had a bad reputation among his relatives, and I heard his mom never said a single word while his dad slammed the checkbook on the table and stormed out. From that day on, Michael lost the family home, his last place to run. After falling behind on rent and getting kicked out of his apartment, he started crashing at motels and bouncing between temp jobs. He couldn't talk his way out of things like he used to. No one wanted anything to do with him. His phone was cut off, his ways of reaching people vanished, and one by one, his friends disappeared. The only person he talks to now is a middle-aged guy who also lives at the motel. I heard from someone that the dude handed him a coffee and said with a grin, "So you're just like me, huh?" He brought it all on himself. As for me, I met someone honest, kind, and grounded, and I remarried. He's the kind of man who listened to everything about my past and accepted all of it. He held my hand gently and said we'd cry together, laugh together, and build a new future side by side. Just the other day, I gave birth to a healthy baby girl. The moment I heard her cry, it felt like something heavy inside me suddenly lifted. I want to give this child a real home and love that's genuine and unwavering. That's the promise I made in my heart. Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.